Hey, all right, everybody, how's it going? Now, I got an article here in front of me, and it's from This Is Money. Now, I did look it up, and it said This Is Money is a parent company of the Daily Fail, right? So that is relevant to this article. That is a parent company to the Daily Fail, because we'll get to the Daily Fail in a minute. But let's look at this article here now. Now, this is more of I'm not going to say positive article about electric cars, more of a correction about things being said in the past about electric cars. So this is a recent article. It says by the 1st of July, so it's recent, a couple of days ago. And the headline is, are electric cars responsible for Britain's pothole problem? Now, it says by here, the Asphalt Group and Shadow Minister for Roads have addressed the claims, okay? And it said, reports have suggested, and what it means by reports is what it means by reports is the false reports in the mainstream media, like the Daily Fail, for instance, okay? They're the ones who reported it, okay? And it says reports have suggested EV bulk is a major contributor to crumbling roads. And it says the RAC have attended 10% more pothole-related breakdowns this March versus 2023. Now, this is a recent article, but it says a leading road service company wants to put an end to speculation as to whether electric vehicles are the cause for the increase in plating the nation's roads. Yeah, plating the nation's roads, says the Asphalt Group, one of the largest road surface treatment companies, has called for a better long-term solution to the ongoing Britain's crumbling roads. And it says in here, right, that electric cars have got nothing to do with the loads of potholes. It's all to do with the maintenance, how they're being fixed, how little they're being fixed, anything. So this article is saying, right, basically, what it's saying, and I don't know why it's saying basically, because it is saying, it's the group it says categorically clear that the switch to electric is not responsible for the poor quality of roads. It says the poor quality of roads is not enough money and investment for fixing the roads properly, okay? That's exactly what it's all about, okay? Now, why did I say that's relevant to This Is Money? Because This Is Money did an article back in March saying that heavy electric vehicles are to blame for the UK's pothole, all the potholes everywhere, okay? Now, they put that article out. I think other papers did it as well, followed suit. And then a couple of weeks after that, I don't know exactly what it was, some board said they got to make a retraction. So the Daily Mail had to make a retraction, okay? Now, the reason why I'm going on about this for is because now This Is Money, which is a parent company, is now saying, now they're doing articles saying that electric cars are not responsible for it. So how, look, I want to know, the government surely could say, look, you cannot put out stories like that. If you put stories out like that, you're going to get closed down, okay? You're supposed to be a professional news outlet, so stop it. Right? So they can put a story out like that, then they can make a retraction story, then in the parent company they can make another story saying that it's nothing to do with EVs, even though the parent company were the ones who put up the story in the first place. What is going on? It had this actual article from This Is Money here, which said EVs are not the problem, had 1,400 comments so far. And I did go in and have a peek, and I was expecting people to go, it is EVs, but it wasn't. Actually, the comment section was saying, no, it's obvious it's not EVs. The council are not just getting their roads fixed, right? But saying that on Facebook, right? Now, I'm not trying to say people on Facebook are different to any other people on different websites or wherever, but on Facebook, if you see for instance, a new car, let's say the Dacia Spring EV or whatever, they're promoting that on Facebook. You go and look in the comment section, And that comment section is littered with things like EVs damage the road, blah, 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 right? So, I know this is a load of waffle, this, and I've talked about it before, but you can see by looking at the comment sections in the Facebook comments, okay, about when they're trying to show articles on new electric cars coming up, they're littered with people saying about the cars are heavy and they're causing the potholes. So the damage by This Is Money has already been done. It's already been done. Not This Is Money, sorry. The article by the Daily Mail in the beginning, even though there's a retraction, even though their parent company has wrote there's nothing to do with EVs, the damage is already been done. And it's already been spread. And some of them people, even if they read this new story that said that, and the Asphalt Group said it's nothing to do with EVs, they'll still go on Facebook and say EVs are causing potholes. They'll still say it. Now, I don't know how long I've been talking for. Let me have a quick look on there. I can't see that far away. Because I've been talking a long time. Shall I do a few other stories? Go on, I might as well have a bit more of a waffle in it. So, what's the other stories by you? Now, there was a bit of a waffle. If you've got this far, well done. Tell me in the comment section if you've got past this first story and got to the second one. I'd like to know how far you've watched into this video. So, this story here is Jaguar plans 3 new EVs starting with a 4-door. Let's put my teeth back in. Jaguar plans 3 new EVs starting with a 4-door GT. Okay, so the reinvention of Jaguar will see all current models replaced with EV only fleet from 2025. So Jaguar is going all EV. Remember now, all these anti-EV people tapping away at the old comment section were going, it's the end of EVs, nobody's investing in EVs anymore. Also, a side note as well, Tesla's second quarter of deliveries wasn't too bad, okay? So that was pretty good. The second quarter is almost as good as the second quarter last year. So there we go. So Tesla sales have recovered. Anyway, I thought I'd bang that in, because that'll annoy the anti-EVers as well. No doubt I'll have an anti-EVer in the comment section. I had one in the last video. He wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't shut up, and he'll be back again. I can guarantee it. And even when I was explaining things to him, he just kept moving the goalposts. He moved the goalpost so far, I reckon he went twice around the world. Anyway, next story. So I'm looking at another story. I got loads of things written down by here, so I can't go into them all in detail because it takes flipping ages. Another one here is Suzuki to cut 4 models as it pivots towards an all-electric lineup. Another manufacturer going towards EV. So what does it say by here? I think it was saying that they're going to cut the Suzuki Swift Sport. What's it? Yeah, the Suzuki Swift Sport, Ignis, Swiss, and the Jimny LCV, which is like the van type Jimny in there, because they're not allowed, they can't sell the normal Jimny because the engine can't get through the emissions, something like that. It's something to do with that. So to try and get around that, they were selling the van-based version, if I remember correctly. So they're on the chopping block. They're keeping the hybrid models of the Swift, Vitara and S-Cross will remain. And they said they're going to try and bring more electric cars into the Suzuki sort of clan. Right. Would you call it a clan? I don't know. Right, what's the next one here? Oh, I just thought I'd do this one as well by here, which is a bit grim. This is a bit grim, this one is. Let me just get this out of the way. Now this, I can't find the top of who is from here. Who's this from? It's an article by Claudia Lee, but it says, the headline is, I regularly smell the pollution in the air. Thousands of children hospitalised with breathing difficulties last year. And it was a campaign group is calling on the government and local authorities to take action to cut pollution levels after new data revealed thousands of children were hospitalised with breathing difficulties last year. Now, I don't want to go get too much into the pollution from petrol and diesel cars, because I don't want to blame people who already own petrol and diesel cars. But I do know that diesels give out NOx, which does irritate lungs. I'm not having a go. I'm just saying, right? Now, I know that there is one particular person. He'll be back now. He was in the last video, the same guy, and he keeps sticking up for diesel. I'm not having a go with, if you drive a diesel, right? If you drive a diesel now and you own a diesel, carry on driving your diesel. I don't mind. Carry on, right? But don't get all obsessed about trying to say EVs are rubbish because you want to make your diesel car relevant. If you've got a diesel car, it's fine. Crack on. If you've got a petrol car, it's fine. Crack on, okay? I'm here just saying that EV development is going forward, getting better, and eventually it will all be EV. But then that's years in the future. So don't worry about it. Anyway, what's the other story? Here's another story here. It's a load of waffle, isn't it? Hyundai, let me get rid of that there. Hyundai and Kia break sales records for electric cars. The EV9 and EV6 are up 112%, and the Ioniq 5 is close to 20,000 sales through the first half of the year. And it says by here, apparently South Korea didn't get the memo that the sales of electric vehicles are sliding. Kia just set a new EV sales record, clocking 29,329 units sold through the first half of 2024. It's the best half year for electric vehicles in the company's history. Hyundai isn't doing bad either, and the Ioniq 5 just had its best June of all. And the Ioniq 6 is also up 113% versus last year. So there we go. They're doing well. Sales are going up. Somebody's going to tell me now, sales are not going up, blah, blah, blah. They're hiding. They got a big shed right round the corner, the back of the dealers. They got a big shed, and that's where they're hiding all the EVs. Even though I see more EVs on the road and 2024 plates driving around, these aren't EVs, will tell you. They're hiding them. They got a big carpet. They've swept them under the rug. They're hiding them. They've dug a big hole, put them in there. They got them in the shed. That's what they'll say. You know it. Is there any other stories here? What was this one? I think I got one more story. This is the story here for all the people who live in Bolton. Bolton Council to unveil, I should say, a £2 million electric car plan very soon. It says a new strategy is set to invest around 2 million in new electric car charging points all over Bolton. This comes after debates of the town centre on efforts to install charging points around the borough to help meet the rising demand from electric cars and van drivers. Councillor David Wilkinson said he had previously quizzed the town hall leaders on the issue, but was not satisfied by the progress that's been made. So there we go. So they're going to invest money as well. Now there's loads of other stories. There's loads of new electric cars coming out. I can't get through it all in this story. I was watching the Electric Viking again, and he was talking about these new batteries coming out, and I think I might make a separate video on that because it was very, very interesting. They set fire to these batteries, but they didn't catch fire to the batteries. They run a steamroller over them. They drilled holes in it. They hit it with hammers. They did everything to it. They did everything they could think of, and this battery pack would not catch fire. Unlike diesel Range Rovers that burn down car parks. Anyway, that's my waffle. And if you did like my waffle, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ahoy!